Boy, it is day 2 of SEC Media Days, and the Auburn Tigers seem to be feeling very confident about the upcoming 2025 season. We're going to talk about it right after this.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC Conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
What it is, what it do, what it can be, what it should be, what it always am, and what it cannot be, man. I am Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. And I am here with my guy. You can hear him, but you can't see him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
You know, it's your boy, Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go, let's get it.
Yes, sir. And around the water cooler with us tonight, that guy, the man from Auburn Addicts TV. You know him as DC Wolf. What's up, DC? How you feeling, man?
What's up, man? Ready to talk some Auburn sports talk, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. As always, before we get into it, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter. They call it X now at CoolersPod23. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos. When we post more videos and when we go live, man, around the water cooler, man. We appreciate y'all for always rocking with us. As always, man. Appreciate that, man. Let's see who in the comments tonight with us, man. The man himself, the legend of Sweet Sugar Bout Williams, the Huggy Beard, is in the chat right now with us. What up, Huggy? How you feeling, my guy? Get musty in this thing. What up? Get musty.
Get musty, my boy Huggy. Get musty.
The one and only Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. He's saying, what up? Yo, what up, boy?
What's up, Bubba? What's up?
What up, man? C Hall in the chat. What up, C?
What's up, C
What
Hall?
you doing now, my guy?
All in the building.
What up, C Hall? That's our guy right there. Tim Tucker said, what you got on your head, youngin? Hey, you know that it is the oldest and the coldest, the first and the frozen. You know what it is.
Talk that talk,
1906, bro. You know
talk that talk, Nick.
I know what it is, bro. I know what it is, bro. That's what it is. You know, I let you see my eyes for a little bit. Let me see. You know what it is, man. The Brothers of Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated, founded December 4th, 1906, on the campus of Cornell University, Ithaca, New York, Tompkins County. Woo! Boy, let me stop. Tim, what up, man? What's going on? He said Nick doesn't have on a headband today, but got the frat bucket. Yes, sir, man. We about to have a great show. This is about to be a good one, man. Bubba said, man, after hearing Jackson Arnold speak today, Heisman. Oh, now y'all want to be on the Nick Frazier train now. Now y'all okay. Now everybody, you know what? Oh man, it's gonna be a great season. All right, man. This is what it is. Man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Let's get into this content tonight, man. So let's take us into the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is. Let's go.
This is the first half.
All right, man. We in the first half right now, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with it. Bubba said he's not just on the train, he hijacked it. That's what he said. All right. I planted the seed. If you've been watching us lately, you know I've said Jackson Arnold is going to he's going to be sitting in New York at the end of this season. I've been saying that since like February. I've been saying that. But hey, he hijacking the plane. He hijacking the train.
I've been fully cleansed of last year's residue. We do it every year. Every team does it in every conference. Every division, every team does it. They cleanse themselves of last year, and they're like, "We're going undefeated, baby."
We got Heisman winners on our team. Every team does it. DC, yes, you are.
That's what it feels like
every year.
But I've been saying it since February.
Man, we've been saying this since.
Been saying it since February. You know what it is.
Saying this since KO Water 2010. This is the year. About
It
to
is
do
what
it
it is, man.
again. About to do
All
it
right,
again.
let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get into this, man. Day 2, SEC Media Days. Day 2 happened today. And this was supposed to be the exciting day. You know, you had Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee, you had Texas there. You know, you had at least 2 contenders that a lot of people feel like I put it like this. They had at least 2 of those teams there today. A lot of people feel like could be contenders, you know, however you wanted to feel and you want to debate that. And then of course you had 2 teams on there that had a lot of questions, had a lot more holes than answers. Than the other 2 teams per se. I mean, debatable. I can argue that all 4 teams had some question marks going into the season. But let's start out with let's do a quick analysis of the other guys before we get into it. We're gonna hit it real quick and then we're gonna get into Auburn talk. Kirby Smart led off day 2 of SEC Media Days today, and the one thing that I heard from him the most is that his team on the both sides of the line of scrimmage are going to be young this year, very inexperienced guys. He basically said, you know, the COVID year is starting to phase out for Georgia, so you got a lot of older guys that was on the team that aren't there now, but got a lot of young talent. A lot of young guys who are inexperienced, and he said he wants guys to have fire, passion, and energy. If I'm using those 3 words correctly, I believe those are the 3 words he used that he wants to be practicing with and playing with, man. Your thoughts, DC, on what you heard from Kirby Smart today, when it came to what he thinks about his Georgia team?
Man, I think his Georgia team, they got to grow up fast, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to grow up fast, dude. Or this could be a season where we see a little decline in Georgia football, man, because they're not playing in that week E schedule where they could have a young team and then they could just kind of gradually graduate and be that Georgia we expect to see at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? So with the schedule they have early on, man, and playing us early, they better grow up fast, man, because I'm predicting a loss.
I'm talking about for Georgia or for Auburn?
You know, for Georgia.
That's what I was about to say.
Jordan Hare, I'm predicting a loss.
Yeah,
man.
they lose that game. Yeah, man. I mean, Kirby, you know, looking like the guy that is that's the head of the conference, but Sarkisian right behind him, looking like he on his trails, about to be like, hey, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, my guy. Sarkisian in Texas, Sarkisian looked very confident in what Texas is going to do this year in the SEC. It looks like he's just waiting. He's just waiting for. I think it was at August 30th, the day after Auburn. They're waiting on August 30th to go to Ohio State, and I think they're trying to go to Ohio State and make a statement. Man, he got his quarterback in Arch Manning, saying that, you know, it's going to let him grow into the role. You know, there's a lot of expectations on him and things, stuff like that. He's high on this defense side of the ball. Actually, while they're there, they actually got a flip from a Georgia commit to a Georgia commit flip from Georgia to Texas. Wow, he was at SEC Media Days in Atlanta.
Wow, man, that's rough
thoughts?
right there, bro.
What are your thoughts about Texas and the way Sarkisian looked very confident moving into the season, man? He just looks like he just wants to, you know, take everything and just continue to just keep trugging along to become the standard of the conference. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. From the on 3 voters that we seen, when Texas like number 1 and money spent on their roster, I'd be very confident too going into the next year. You know what I'm saying? Spending all that money on my roster and having good retention, and then having a quarterback with some experience, with a tad bit of experience coming in. You know, Sarkisian should be a little cocky, but Kirby. But from what I heard from Kirby sounded like a coach playing with house money.
Interesting.
Kirby feel like, you know what I'm saying, look, I don't want no crazy expectations. I'm telling y'all we young. And you know, Georgia, we pride ourselves in having great trench play. So I'm telling you that these guys are young, so don't expect a lot. So when I overachieve, y'all can be like, dang, we didn't expect that out of Georgia.
Yeah, man.
Is he gonna overachieve though? That's the question.
This to me, I think we spoke on it in the past, Nick. If Kirby brings this team to the playoffs, this would be one of his best coaching jobs yet.
Okay. And I got a question whenever you settle, Nick. Whenever you
Yeah,
settle, I got a question.
and then we bring up Josh Heupel from Tennessee. I'm
Mhm.
gonna speak on Josh Heupel, man. Josh Heupel tried to look very calm, collected, but you know how how when you be watching, how you be watching ducks in the pond when they be moving in the pond like on top of the pond, they just look very calm, serene, cool.
Yeah.
Underneath, it's just they just paddling very, very mad.
Yeah.
That's exactly the perception I got from Josh Heupel. He tried to be calm, cool, collected on the surface, but knowing what's going on at Tennessee, bro. I mean, he even kind of mentioned it in his statements, saying that there will be some sort of quarterback battle going into the season with Merlin and Joey Aguilar. Yeah, he did. He said he got 3 guys that's gonna be competing for the starting spot.
How, man?
He did say that.
Hey, look, DC, he gotta say that. He gotta say that, DC. He gotta say that.
I mean, it's the funny part about it.
George Aguilar, and it shouldn't be a question, but a battle. I mean, from a Tennessee standpoint, bro, I would not want to hear that. I would want to hear that, man. Aguilar is coming in and taking control of the team, know the offense. We ready to go, man. Let's ride. He gonna replace Nico.
Aguilar ain't been there for long. He ain't
been there. I'm saying he gotta say that, DC, because Kemp started in August. Then you'll start getting more definite answers from, I think him when Kemp started, because he lost his starting quarterback. Mm-hmm. So just give him a Kemp time where they get in for Kemp, get acclimated, and then I think you'll start getting more definite answers from him. But right now, he, like Nick said, he's going through a traumatic experience.
It is what it is, man. So that's a small recap on Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee, man. We just wanted to hit those guys because they were there. But we're gonna get to the main question. DC, you had a question before we get into it.
I got a quick question for y'all, man. Just thinking about Georgia and how young they are, man, and them having Alabama at home. I was calling that a win for Georgia, man. I'm not sure if I could call that a win. The Alabama game at Georgia, man. What's y'all thought on that?
No, I agree with you on that.
The Alabama game is just up in the air as the Auburn game for me with Georgia.
Okay.
I agree with you on that. I think that's a fair statement. Georgia got a lot of questions, man. And if you go back and watch the video that I did when on Auburn versus Georgia, I stated the deficiencies. I stated the offensive line deficiencies, the defensive line deficiencies. I stated about how you got a brand new quarterback that's breaking in with Gunnar Stockton. And watching Gunnar Stockton's movements throughout SEC media days today, man, he just seems like the good old country boy that's just happy to be there. Not a man of many words. Very simple guy. He's not trying to be flashy or anything like that. You ask him the question, he gonna answer it directly in as words as he possibly can. That's the vibe that I got from him.
Nick, don't he look like a quarterback that playing with house money?
No.
He looks like a quarterback that playing, but to me, he do. Like he's a first-year starter with a young O-line. What's the expectation for him?
I mean, some people still got Georgia winning the SEC.
Yeah, you got to think Gunnar did play in the last half of the season and play in a playoff game, so he got some heavy lifting he did last year in a pinch, man. So you can't necessarily say he's just totally inexperienced like the offensive line, man. He does have some big game experience.
I ain't say he was in it. I say he's a first-year starter.
Yeah.
Four-year starter with an inexperienced O-line.
Yeah.
To me, that's I'm not really expecting that much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I hear what you're saying on that particular part right there. I don't know. I mean, he just looked like the guy that was just, hey, we gonna make it do what it do. I mean, he just looked he smiled a lot from what I saw. He was happy to be there, happy to represent Georgia. I think he's excited about it. I mean, I think Georgia, I think they know the deficiencies they have, and I think they know that they have talent. It's just about developing the talent and just seeing and just having them get real game experience. Like a lot of game experience.
The reason why I say they playing with house money, do you feel like it's a lot of pressure on Georgia this year?
No, not really.
That's why I mean when I say playing with house, he was walking around like, because you see, if you watch because I got to watch some clips because as you sent me what you sent me, I seen the pressure on Hugh Freeze. I seen how far.
That's different. That's a different conversation. We gonna get into that.
Yeah, but you seen that. You seen that pressure. But when I looked at Gunnar Stockton, I didn't see that kind of pressure and expectation from that he gave off. You know what I'm saying? That these other players to me gave off at media day.
And maybe he's seeing something in practice, man, that we don't see. But in Cole Kubler did have Georgia, man, as a top 5 offensive line, bro.
I don't know why.
He was just, you know, and that's what I was like. That's gonna. I'm looking at the results of that. Nick say, you said the offensive line is not as good as they should be. Cole Kubler has them in his maybe top 3 or in the SEC. He has one of his top lines, man. So. He said based on potential, though. He had a lot of saying.
Oh, okay. Based on potential.
He was like, they have. Okay. He said they have the talent.
Okay.
They have the talent, man, to be a great offensive line. So we'll see, man. I'm looking for that.
Hey, roster wise, Auburn got a top 10 talented team in my opinion.
Yeah, what it is, man. Well, that was SEC Media Days for the other guys that were there. Let's talk about our guys, man. Let's start. We're gonna end out the first half. About the next 10-12 minutes, we're gonna talk about the guys that were there. We're gonna talk about the 3 guys that were there. Keldrick Faulk, defensive lineman, was blinged out with the 15, with the baguettes, with the Prada shoes. I think he said it was Prada shoes that he had on, man. It's looking dope in ATL, man. Connor Lew with the pattern suit, looking good with the orange tie. And then of course, Jackson Arnold was there, looking like, in the words of Cole Kublik, another Cole Kublik quote. He said Jackson Arnold walking around like he's the king of Auburn.
Hey.
Hearing that and seeing that, just listening to what a lot of people were saying about, especially, and I want to focus on Jackson Arnold because I think we know a lot. We know what we're gonna get from Keldrick Faulk.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we get from Connor Lew. So I don't think there's really many questions about those 2 guys. But the biggest question heading into when it comes to playing time, we always talk about the wide receiver room. We talk about the secondary for Auburn. We talk about all the young talent there. But as DC's always says, man, so goes Trigger Man, so goes the offense. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Auburn Dad, man. What's up, Auburn Dad? Shout out to Auburn Dad. Thank you so much for rocking out with us tonight, man. Hope all is good with you, man. Hope you're doing all right, my guy. Appreciate you so much, man. Auburn Dad always in here rocking with us, man. That's what I'm talking about, my guy. But yeah, it's like DC always says, so goes the Trigger Man, so goes the offense, so goes the team. And the reports that were just coming out of media days when it came to Jackson Arnold is he looked very confident. Like there was a narrative. I remember he did the interview with Bakari Noka. And he said, I was watching, he was like, when I got here, they opened up to me open arms. They weren't standoffish or anything like that. They treated me like family. And then he got into a little bit more of what he's been learning under Hugh Freeze. And I thought this was interesting because he said that Hugh Freeze is breaking down the offense for him when it comes to reads, instead of just doing whole field reads, breaking down the offense to him in ways of where you can cut the field in half, you can cut the field in thirds, and you're just focusing on that part of the field. And he said that's something that he's never had to do or never heard of before. What are your thoughts on that? Because in the NFL, there are certain plays that are designed for you to. There are certain plays, well, in certain offenses, and majority of them are in the NFL. There are certain type of calls and certain type of sets that you have to where you are only focused on one half of the field. It is considered half field reads. If you look at the offense, both sides of the field, both sets of receivers, if you're in a 4-wide set, are doing something different. They're doing a different a route combination between the 2 receivers on each side of the field. Even if it's a tight end, if they in 11 personnel, there is something that. But for him to sit there and say that he's never seen it to where you break the field in half and even break it down into thirds, that's something that he's never seen before. What are your thoughts on that, DC?
Man, I'm liking what I'm hearing, and bro, I haven't done this in a long time, man. But I'm gonna have to start drinking some Nick juice.
Ah, man,
Nick juice. I ain't heard that in a minute.
No, what I'm saying, I ain't heard that in a minute, bro.
Boy, I'm gonna have to drink some of that Nick juice on this one, boy. I like what I'm hearing, boy.
I ain't heard that one in a minute, my guy. I ain't heard that in a minute.
I like what I'm hearing. Yeah, I like that, man. And Hugh Freeze said he looked at him and from high school. He said he looked at his film and he was like, man, okay, this guy can do. He said this guy can do everything.
Yep.
He said he can do everything I need done in my offense. And he said he looked at his high school. He said he looked at the Oklahoma film and was still like, okay, he saw what he needed to see even from the Oklahoma film, even though it was dysfunctional in a way. He was like, he could see it, man. So having said that, man, to hear that he's even elevating his game past what Hugh Freeze likes and knows he can do, and to keep elevating it to another level, man, bro, I'm excited, bro. I was very excited to hear that today.
Yeah, man. It seems as if and we're gonna talk a little bit about this because I want to talk about Hugh Freeze after the break because I want that whole segment to be about him. But I'm gonna hit on this. Hugh Freeze said that when Jackson first got there, that they had already voted for their student leadership council, but they re-voted again in the springtime, and Jackson Arnold was one of the leading vote getters. I think he was like unanimously selected by guys to be one of the leaders of the team.
But it's good stuff, man.
So I mean, Marcus, what are your thoughts on this, man? It seems as if now when what Coach Spurrier calls talking season, man. I don't know if these are just talking points or if this is something that we legitimately can see, because a lot of my excitement about this season is based on what I'm seeing on paper. When I look at the talent, I look at the talent, and then I look at each team that we play. That's the reason why I did them shows of where we went through our whole schedule, and I kind of looked and see what we looked and see how we stacked up against our schedule and the rest of the SEC. And looking at the talent, man, Auburn, in my opinion, I think Auburn has the number two best roster in the SEC behind Texas. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. I think Texas is one. I think Auburn is two. But Marcus, thinking about that, man, do you feel like these are just talking points?
Going back to the comment that Jackson Arnold made about Hugh Freeze, I worry about it. I love what I'm hearing. I'm just go ahead and put that out there. I do love what I'm hearing, but I worry about that comment in the fact of when you say you splitting the field in halves. I wonder is he teaching you to go through your progressions while you split it in half, or you just split? Because the thing about it is, if he gave, because we talk about the same person who coached Peyton Thorne for 2 years. If he gave Peyton Thorne that same philosophy, I don't want Jackson Arnold in a position where he's breaking the field into quarters and locking on to receivers and forcing the ball. I would rather him go through his progressions from 1 to 4, and because for us last year we seen Peyton Thorne not go through his progressions, and that hindered him a lot. Yeah. So that's my worry when Jackson Arnold says, yes, he's telling me I never heard the game being broken down into halves before. If that's how you better understand the concept, okay, I'm with that. But if you're not going through your progressions and you just blocking in on receivers, I'm kind of worried. Because then that's when we go back to, yes, Nick, we do got a great roster. And the reason why I agree with you that he could be in New York is because of our roster. But to me, he's going to have to do the little things to get over the hump himself. And to me, that's a part of going through your progressions, learning your reads, taking what the defense gives you. And I hope that Hugh is instilling that in him, besides just telling him just break it down into a quarter. Because like you said, we never heard nothing like that before. That was my first time ever hearing something like that as well.
Hey, and that's a great point, because it's like it could be a positive and it can be a negative. If you're telling me you're making the quarterback breaking down the film in halves and thirds, is it because he can't read the whole field, or is it because he's so advanced in pre-snap he can look at those halves and thirds and diagnose? Like, shouts out to Aaron Murray. I watched his snaps like after every Auburn game on Sunday, and he broke down the quarterback play and the plays. And one thing he said about Peyton Thorne, I know in a series of plays, he was like, when the play started, he was like, dude, you shouldn't even be looking at that side of the field. It's dead. But he was like, he is turned to that side of the field making reads. And Aaron Murray was like, dude, I don't even understand why he's even looking that way. Pre-snap, that side of the field is dead based on the lineup of the defense and your offense. So if he's going from that standpoint, great. But if he's going from if it's like, okay, he's not picking it up and we got to do it at halves, now that's bad. Just like I asked Asia this question today, and we're talking about talking season. Is it that Jackson Arnold is that dude right now, or is it Hugh Freeze is just trying to build his confidence? Because you can tell, be like, hey man, yeah, he's the man, he's got it, but you're really trying to build his confidence, and he's really not there yet. Or is it he is there, and it's really the truth at this point? You know what I'm saying? Since it's talking season, that's what I wonder too.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I want to feel like a lot of what we hearing is genuine, but I also want to feel like a lot of it is just, you got to get in front of the media and you got to hype your guy up. Absolutely. Because you also got to look at it too as well. Like this will be the second guy that you've chosen, or the second guy that you hitched your wagon to. And the first one you stuck
Didn't
with
do too good.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't do too well. I mean, he did okay. He did as well as what a lot of people projected he would do. He didn't bust through the ceiling of what people thought he would be, but he played up to his ceiling. But you have with what he has said about this guy, man, it's gonna be out of the roof, man. We're gonna take a break right here, man. And when we come back out the break, man, we're gonna get on Hugh Freeze, man, because Hugh Freeze has said a lot. And man, it sound like he confident. Man. We're gonna go ahead and head in halftime. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
You don't know your seats. It's halftime.
Do you want to feel like a star? Then go to Hollywood Media, and you'll be shining. From sports interviews, athletic highlight tapes, athletic photography, Hollywood Media will make you the star of all stars. Feel like a star on the most important days of your life, from college graduation to saying I do to your forever person. Let Hollywood Media make your event star-studded. Subscribe and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood. Yo, shout out to I got DJ, man. Day one supporter of the Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate him so much, man. If you want to feel like a star, follow our guy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood EY. And then go follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Support the people, mess with the people that mess with the Water Cooler Talk, mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports, Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. We appreciate it, man. Shout out to our guy, our brother, our friend, the one and only DJ. All right, man. We're gonna head into the second half right now, and we're gonna get into this Hugh Freeze confidence, this Hugh Freeze hubris. Is it hubris? Could it be hubris, or is it just confidence? We're gonna talk about it. Second half coming up.
You're now entering the second half.
All right, man. We are in the second half right now, man. And as always, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. And right now, if you're listening to us on X, if you're watching us on X, if you're watching us on Facebook, watching us on YouTube, man, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button wherever you are. And then come on over to YouTube and do that over here as well, man. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers before the season starts. Mentioned last night that we're going to be doing live watches all season long. We're going to be watching those games every Saturday that Auburn's playing. I will be here with you because we're going to turn up, man. We're going to turn up. It's going to
be entertaining, bro.
It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. And so y'all get ready for that, man. First one is August 29th, Baylor. That Friday night. Y'all get ready, man.
Yes,
we're going to be watching the game. Come watch it with your boy Nick. And I'm pretty sure DC will drop in.
Yeah, man.
Marcus will drop in sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Ted's will drop in sometimes. You know, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
Marcus,
you gonna be here every time, or you gonna drop in? Marcus,
I'm dropping in. I'm gonna be there after the game. I'm dropping in. I'm dropping in, do the game.
Yeah, drop in through the game.
I ain't trying to get you banned. I like to watch the game different. I like the
game exactly how I watch the game without everybody watching.
Yeah, I'll be the got up and walked off the set, bro.
I would get Nick banned. I would get Nick banned in the first quarter because if we throw a pick against Baylor, the words that gonna come out my mouth is not gonna be PG-13, G, anything that Nick promote our show to be.
Tell y'all right now, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. So we're gonna have a good time with that. We're gonna start it off August 29th. We start 15 minutes before the game starts. We'll come on, and then we're gonna be here throughout the whole game, man. So it's gonna be dope, man. So come rock out with us, man. Come rock around, come sit around the water cooler with us and watch it. And it's gonna be great, man. Let's get into the second half, man.
Let's do it,
man. Hugh Freeze, confident in his team, man. I'm going to put up this post right here, man. Ed Darby said he liked what he was hearing too, but again, will the coaching allow or prepare for the offense and the players to succeed? Bubba gave us a little bit more of a detail. He said in Freeze's offense, the field is split into thirds. Ideally, there is no dropbacks. Like he said, in his best years in his offense was quick game, RPO, 7-man protection, shot plays, and design runs. He did say that in his interview with Mike G. He did say that in the years that happened, that's exactly how his offense will run when it runs that smoothly going forward. So I mean, I sit here and we're gonna get into it, man. Hugh Freeze. A lot of people, I saw C Hall in the chat. C Hall in the chat said, man, Hugh Freeze showed up to SEC media days in the Jordans. He did. He had on the Nike.
That's hard, bro. That's hard, bro. You got to give him credit, man.
That's what's up. He showed up in there with the Jordans on. So yeah, man, we saw him with the Jordans with the suit fit. It was dope. But let's get into Hugh Freeze, man. Hugh Freeze seemed very confident. These are just some of the notes that I got from what he said. He said he feels like an upgrade in talent will overcome the moments where Auburn could have won more games last year. That's a debatable. That's debatable. Look, some game management by coaching could have helped as there as well. Spoke about the psychological tests that they have been giving out. He did mention at one point in time it was more important for the portal guys, not as much for the high school guys, because you have more time to be with them and develop them. He said to be able to be in a playoff run, you have to win the close games. That was something that he said this year, close games. And he mentioned he mentioned that there was about 4 games last year that Auburn could have won if, the ball would have bounced in their favor, or if they would have had, I guess, better talent. Have we heard that before? To help close the game out, man. And then he asked, and then he kind of expounded on it. He said, well, how do we win those close games? He said, we got to be better in the turnover department. We got to be better in red zones. We got to be better on critical defensive downs, and special teams. And he said more pieces on the roster because better players make better plays. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said they want the expectation. The teams welcome the expectation and lead to winning the football games. This team has the chance to win. Is what he said. Another thing he said, he loves the team's speed and thinks the team is faster and longer. And he was also asked a specific question. He said, where do you think you improved at? He said, I think I improved in the linebacker. He said, I think he got faster and longer in the line, and is where he would want to improve at on the linebacker part. And to DC's point earlier, he said Jackson Arnold fits everything he wants to do at Auburn. Something that he said. Shout out to Daryl Dappers, man. Shout out to Dap. Dap been on the show with us, man. Hopefully we can get Dap back on the show soon. But he asked a question about the utilization of tight ends. And Hugh Freeze just flat out answered the question and said, no, we probably won't be using tight ends.
Trash. That's trash, man.
What he said.
Trash, man. Y'all know how I feel about Brandon Frazier, man. Y'all know how I feel about Brandon Frazier, man. He messing with my prediction and messing with my man. Man, I'm going to make me a shirt free 87, man. Free Brandon Frazier, man.
I guess, man.
Tired of this, man.
But Dap asked the question. Dap asked the question at SEC Media Days about the tight end utilization. I actually was heard Dap ask the question. I said, "Oh, it's time to go to Dap." And when he asked him, Hugh Freeze just literally just said he didn't even try to put fluff to it. He was just like, no.
Literally
what he said. I said, okay, this is interesting. Man.
Come on, how can you not use a 6'6" Brandon Frazier over the middle, man? Like, how, man?
Trust me, they gonna use him to run the football.
I ain't talking about running no football,
runs,
man. I'm talking about catching that ball down the seam, bro, with them linebackers and safeties, man.
I don't think
use that man properly, man.
Utilized that much, but I think you gotta add that in.
He did it with Evan Ingram, man.
If he doesn't add that wrinkle in, Hugh Freeze really don't know how to make adjustments because you got quarterback design runs. A tight end dump is beautiful.
Beautiful,
okay,
bro.
Let's add some nuance to this. Okay. Now, when we say the tight ends won't be used, I think you will have tight end usage, but I don't think it's gonna be used in the way that you think that we've seen. Like, I don't think you're gonna be seeing a lot of 11 personnel. You'll still see 11 personnel. Don't get it twisted. But you'll probably see Brandon Frazier, split out. Maybe he's still a tight end.
We better see him split out.
You may still see him split out, but technically that would be a 10 personnel because the tight end would not be in line with the offensive line.
Y'all don't want to see DC up there. Y'all want to see DC up there picketing. Y'all better use him some kind of way, man.
DC, I'm sorry to tell you, when you see him split out, he's gonna be blocking for screenplays.
Bro, he better
That's
not.
Probably more than likely what he's gonna be.
When he split out, he's gonna be blocking for screenplays.
Man, that man better use Brandon Frazier like he did Evan Ingram. That's all I'm saying. He better.
But Brandon Frazier is not the athlete that Evan Ingram is.
Man, Brandon Frazier is an athlete, bro. Brandon Frazier can get down, bro. Put him down.
He's just tall.
Evan Ingram,
bro, are you serious? You ain't
wide receiver and tight end for real.
Bro, you know I'm a fuss about Brandon Frazier. Y'all about to go on. Keep moving because I look at Brandon Frazier the way you look at Mississippi State.
No, but mine is for real though. Mississippi State gonna win 6 games.
Ain't for real.
No, Brandon Frazier is not an athlete like Evan Ingram. He's not an Evan Ingram.
I didn't say he was Evan Ingram, but that dude is athletic, bro. Brandon Frazier is athletic.
All right.
You ain't watched this film, bro. What, man? Brandon Frazier is that dude, man.
Okay. I guess.
Free Brandon Frazier, man.
I guess.
That sounded crazy as my brother saying Jalen Hurts get the same amount of production as Cam Newton.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
My brother said that.
Man.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Similar production out of Jalen Hurts. Alabama Jalen Hurts. He said you get similar production out of Alabama Jalen Hurts than Cam Newton.
Come on, man. I don't sound like that, man.
It's not
that far fetched, bro. It's not that far fetched, Marcus. I take exception.
Y'all sound like you've been talking to him too much, DC.
Marcus, I take exception to that, brother. But go ahead.
Here's something that Hugh Freeze said that I found interesting. And it kind of leans into this whole narrative of him saying he doesn't feel pressure, but the expectation. And I kind of, and the thing about it is, this is where I kind of disagree with him because I understand. When I hear the word expectation, I hear pressure. I correlate in sports. I correlate both of them to the same thing because when you have an expectation, that is somebody putting some type of pressure on you to do something that they think that you can do. And that's in my personal opinion. And so when you look at this, he said this. He said, would love to have one more year of recruiting, but there's no reason Auburn should not be competitive in games and in the conversation at the end of the season for the college football playoff.
He said that. He said it.
Those words came out of Hugh Freeze's mouth.
He said it.
So that right there tells us. So okay, now that those words came out of his mouth, we're not speculating anymore because I have said religiously that this team should if this team wins 10 games, which I think they will, they should be hosting a playoff game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. I have said that.
That would be
so bananas. Now the words that came out of his mouth saying he would like one more year of recruiting, but because of what's on the roster now, Auburn should be competitive in games and should be in the conversation for the college football playoff. Now, you know what that gives us the right to do? That gives us the right to judge you on another level, on a whole nother level. If y'all watch that TV back in the day, y'all know what I'm saying. But my thing is this, man. My thing is this. PT.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about that statement from Hugh Freeze?
Hey, man.
And is he correct?
Based on, I'm gonna say this, man, and I start thinking about the actual schedule we have, man. The actual schedule we have is conducive to a playoff run, man. I don't know if
telling
we
you
get
that.
this, yeah, I don't know if we get this easier schedule, man, in the next time scheduling this
Me and
done.
Nick been telling you that.
Because it's like, bro, you get Georgia at home, you get Alabama at home at the end of the season, so you get ready to get able to wind up. You can honestly, man, you could in a scenario lose your road games to Texas A&M, lose your road games to Oklahoma, and make a run. Because, bro, the roadblock is gonna be, if they beat Georgia, bro, they should run all the way to Alabama. You see what I'm saying? How does the teams we have on the schedule, and I posted today on Twitter, you cannot tell me one team on this year's schedule that you can say, give me one team that you can say can definitely beat Auburn that Auburn can't compete with. You can't name one on this schedule, bro, that you can, definitely say Auburn is going to lose to. You can't.
Oklahoma.
I can't definitely say that.
I can't definitely say that.
I can't definitely say that.
I would
I can't
definitely
say that.
Oklahoma.
Because you got the Jackson Arnold factor going back home, bro.
Home, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't definitely say that at all.
He bringing his dog with him, bro, and they gonna be coming playing for him. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me not say definitely, but what I would say, the percentage wise, I would give Auburn to win that game is probably somewhere about 15 to 20%. I mean, because when you look at Oklahoma's defense, I mean, Oklahoma got a really nice defense this year. John Mateer with Ben Arbuckle, even though a lot of people are saying he's new to the SEC, he's not new to the system of what Ben Arbuckle want to do in that system. He's been in the system for the past year and a half, so he know what it is. So he just basically bringing it to another conference and things and stuff like that. Oklahoma's gonna be tough for me. Oklahoma's gonna be is the one that I'm having a lot of problems with, of where Auburn might have a hard chance. Even when you throw in the Jackson Arnold returning to Oklahoma factor, I'm not saying that's not gonna play anything to it. But when it comes down to the X's and O's about it, and especially the fact that Brent Venables is gonna be calling the defense for Oklahoma again, I mean, I gotta heavily skew that one to Oklahoma, bro, because it's gonna be on the road too, and they're gonna be rocking.
I got Auburn losing in that game. You know, I got Auburn losing that game. I'm just saying, it's not like last year when we went to Georgia. I was like, bro, we losing that game. It wasn't even a question like, okay, we losing at Georgia next year. But Oklahoma, if they win at Oklahoma, I'm expecting them to lose, but it wouldn't surprise me if they won. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's nobody on the schedule really that you would bet your house against Auburn. No.
You won't bet your house.
That's what I mean. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
Shit you won't.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Right.
I don't see that. I mean, I think Auburn's. I mean, legitimately, I think Auburn's. The only real game I'm worried about on the schedule for real is Oklahoma. I'm not worried about Texas A&M for real. I know a lot of people want to hype Texas A&M up. I'm not that much worried about Texas A&M. If you want to put in the fact of Auburn going on the road against Texas A&M, okay, okay, fine. It is what it is. But I'm not. Mike Elko is good in his. He's good in his ilk as a defensive coordinator. But you saw what he did against. But you saw what Auburn did against Texas A&M last year. Now, granted, Texas A&M did come back and take that game into overtime. That is true. But now with the weapons and now just the vibe that's around this team, man. I feel like after the Oklahoma game, which I'm calling that a loss for Auburn, I think that's like a close loss. I think that's like a last second touchdown, last second walk-off field goal for Oklahoma type win. And I'm not saying Auburn gets beat in the game. I think it's something like that. But after that, the next week you're going to take A&M. I think Auburn will be in there like, all right, that's our one. That's our one right there. So let's figure out and make it happen, man. But the whole narrative, man, do you think this is hubris? Do you think I don't want to say hubris, but is this more like cautious confidence? Is this what is this? What are we hearing and seeing from Auburn right now when it comes to this? When it comes to the confidence factor about what potentially this Auburn football team can do this coming up season. Marcus, what you thinking?
You said what I was thinking. You used it perfectly, actually. Cautious confidence.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because hearing him say we can, like, to me, he was just going with the expectation that the fans been saying all summer. And he said that we can compete. I want to hear my coach with the roster that he has. I want to hear my coach say we're going to win. And I put that in the group. I don't want to hear compete. I want to hear we're going to win. I want to hear that we're going to take the field and we look to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
With the roster that he's permitted, that's the type of confidence that I really want to hear. I don't want him. Yeah, we should be able to compete in every game this year, and then we're going to compete. We'll keep competing, and then hopefully we can, like you just saying what we've been saying all podcast season.
Mm-hmm.
I really just want I want him to put his foot down and be like, yes, I got the talent. We got the coach, because he kept talking about his coaches coming back for the second year together. They vibing together, they maturing together. Put your foot down and say, this coaching staff, this team right here is gonna be something special. We're gonna do more to compete. We coming to win. We coming to put the SEC on notice. Like you said, cautious confidence. We're gonna compete. We're gonna do what we're supposed to do. We're gonna survive. I really didn't, that's just how I felt about it. I know us as Auburn fans, like DC said before the show, we all, yes, we hype. We got Heisman. It's the same tune every year, DC.
It is, man. Yeah.
Jane
Hooks, Jair Shorter. Woo! Boy, them boys can one hand catch that ball.
Your thoughts, DC?
My thoughts on it, man. I think everybody is seeing the same thing, bro. I don't think this is mythical. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're looking at it, in an obscure manner. I think we're looking at it in really black and white. You're looking at the team. You say, okay, if we just improve the red zone, we were one of the worst teams in college football in the red zone. So we know, and we've said this a gazillion times, we know the offense was really moving the ball. You know what I'm saying? They were moving the ball between the 20s and 30s. So we had one of the worst red zones in the country, red zone offenses. Also, man, we know the defense was formidable. We gave up some big third down plays, big positions. And also, man, our kicker was not there. Also, on top of that, and I want to ask you this question, Nick, and you said this before about Nick Saban, practicing something till you can't get it wrong.
Yep.
So on offense with Auburn, it seems like, man, you had great stuff going on, a great scheme, but it seems like, man, that sometimes, man, in critical plays and positions, everybody just wasn't on the same page, and your execution was lacking. Maybe you just not rehearsing your stuff enough. Like one player to be like, okay, Hugh complaining that the wide receiver didn't get enough depth on this. Okay, the quarterback misread this. Okay, it was always something lacking in execution. So, man, we're looking at this thing. If we can just get our execution straight, man, and just iron out a few wrinkles, I don't think it's big things. Everybody is seeing this, dude. Even Hugh Freeze knows it, bro. Everybody's seeing it, bro. We're this close, but I think it's an execution kind of / play calling thing, man. And if we get those fixed, man, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
So DC, they had a little highlight film of Peyton Thorne.
Okay.
And during the highlight film, it was just nothing but Peyton Thorne interceptions.
Yeah, man.
And when you watch it, you just seen how he locked in on receivers and just kept forcing the ball.
Yes.
And that's what I was speaking to earlier with the Jackson Arnold. I don't want the same from Jackson Arnold when it's time to pass.
Man, please. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want after the game Hugh Freeze saying
we had a good play. We had a good scheme called.
Yeah, like after the Cal game, we had 15 mistakes and Peyton Thorne was the reason he calls 14 of them. I'm like, good Lord, man. What are y'all doing in practice then? Like
it said if Auburn should be competitive and playoff bound, the coaching better be at championship level. Period. Auburn should not be getting out coached. And to this point, man, shout out to Ed, man, because I agree with that. To DC's point, when you talk about it's the little things, it's the small things. It's the things as if like when you're doing your team runs, you're not actually running all the way through the line.
Yep.
It's the whole thing about in basketball. They used to have a thing like when you used to do suicides, you had to put your hand on the line when you do suicides. You're not putting your hand on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things of like, when if you in the huddle, they tell you we going on 2, but you hear something else, or you just be like, all right, I'm not gonna be focused. Right? It's just not. It's the simple thing of watching the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on the defensive side of the ball, watch the ball. When the ball snaps, then you go. Right. You're not looking at the foot of the offensive tackle move. You watching the ball. When the ball moves, that's how you know you good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the small things. It's the small things that I remember. I want to say it was, I can't remember what coach it was, but there was this coach. He was like tucking your shirt in.
Yes.
It was Kirby Smart. That's what it was.
Paying attention to detail, man.
Paying attention to the small details, because when you pay attention to the small details, the big things become easy. That's what it is. And to Ed's point about that, the in-game coaching, and I feel as if the small things, when you look at the things that derailed Auburn last year, when you look at those things, when you look at the biggest one that I'm always call out is the Georgia game, 4th and 2.
Yes,
at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
Oklahoma game.
When you only down by less than, I think you was only down by like 7 points going into the 4th quarter. And you are driving down the field to get in the field goal range, to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown to still keep this a game. You sit there, you go into a half break, you sit down and you call a play and you watch your quarterback apparently audible out of a play that you don't want. Like,
good Lord, man.
Things, bro. It's small things. Calling a timeout with 2 minutes and 1 second left in before halftime, knowing that there's a TV timeout that's gonna be there.
Unbelievable.
Like, it's just that type of stuff, man. Not being lined up in the right place. Like, come on, man. It's just
so. With all that being said, Nick,
with
all that being said, do you think he rectifies all those issues in 1 year?
This is
he has to for us
answer to that question. This is my answer to that question. This is how I'm gonna answer that question.
I feel
that Hugh Freeze is so happy. He is so enthusiastic. He is so over the heels about this roster and the talent on that roster and what it can do, that he's gonna try to do everything in his power to make sure that it is that. Yeah. Like I feel like he has so much faith in this roster that guess what? Everybody's gonna be on point this year, and it's probably gonna. And if it is that way, he got all the pieces that he wants to run the utopian perfect offense that he wants to run. And because it's just that way, this would probably be the most. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if you want to consider this a hot take, but this would probably be the least penalized Auburn team we've seen in the past 5 years.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, man. Yeah. It's put up a shut up time, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we see in the first game, and like you said, I don't want to put a lot. I was a person who didn't want to put a lot in the first game, but from a coaching standpoint, we see Barely out coach Hugh Freeze in that first game.
Man,
my confidence is shot. I'm gonna just be honest, Nick. Yeah. If it becomes a coaching situation, because we know we got the talent, but if we sit here and we like, wow, this man really out-coached him. Yeah. I can't say I feel good going forward. And I know you said don't put a lot in that first game, Nick, but from a coaching standpoint, I think he should be able to easily outcoach the Baylor coach.
Well, my tune has changed to that. I'm actually making that Baylor game a lot hotter than what it is because of the and here's the reason why I'm doing that. I'm doing that for the simple fact because of the fact of what he said today. He literally said today he would like one more year of recruiting, but he said because of what we have right now in the building, there's no reason Auburn should not be competitive in every game, and there's no reason why Auburn should not be in the conversation for the college football playoff at the end of the season. Those are the words that came out of Coach Free's mouth.
Yeah.
So guess what? I'm gonna hold you to that standard from this point on. I tried to get the benefit of the doubt, basically saying, yes, Baylor is a good team. We went over. Go watch the video that we did on Auburn versus Baylor in the matchup. They got Sawyer Robinson at quarterback, 5th-year starter. They have a pretty decent offensive line. The defense is actually pretty solid. They got some playmakers that they can make some plays on the outside, and they got a pretty decent running game. It is not a pushover team. But because of those statements that you made today, you have upgraded even more my expectation of what this Auburn team potentially could be, because you see what I see. You see what I've been saying this whole offseason about this Auburn team, that this Auburn team should win 10 games, even 11. That's what you see this.
Bro, we are gone, bro. We gone.
You see it.
We
So
gone,
now
bro. We are gone, bro.
You can't take back what you said. You cannot
We are
take back.
gone.
You cannot take back what he said. He cannot take back what he said. So now I'm watching the Baylor game differently. I'm watching the Baylor game differently now. I'm just being real, bro. I'm being real.
I've been watching the Baylor game like with that perspective, because Nick, like with me, because we've been going through the rosters all offseason. And like you said, potential wise, our roster could be, forget number 2. It could easily be 1 in the SEC.
Nah, Texas.
We're gone, bro.
Yeah, I know. Texas spent $80 million on the roster. I'm talking. But with me, it's just, it all boils down to coaching at that point. And it's just like, with a great roster, a lot falls on coaching.
Yeah.
And to me, is Hugh Freeze going to bank on Jackson Arnold's talent being able to get him out of bad coaching calls, or is he going to be able to coach his way up out the hole?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Because Jackson Arnold is a perfect fit. I'm sorry, DC.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. For his scheme.
Yeah.
But is he a perfect fit because he has the elusiveness and the ability to fix and stand broken plays and bad play calls? Or is he the best for your scheme because...
What's up, sweet stuffer?
Oh, is he the best for your scheme because he can make those throws and make those plays that we need him to make?
Yeah.
And that's,
Alan Berry said
Alan
Berry said we have to look at his history with QBs. Do we trust him not to turn Arnold into a turnover machine? I mean, the thing is, like, I've given my stats of what I think Jackson Arnold will do this year. And I mentioned him again. I think Jackson Arnold's going to be a 3,500-yard passer this year. I think he's probably going to be somewhere around 64 to 60, somewhere between 64 and 66% completion. I think he's going to be, I think he's going to hit north of 30 touchdowns this year. And I think he's going to give you at least 11 interceptions. I mean, I feel it. I mean, and I think he probably give you another 400 to 500 yards on the ground. And I mean, the turnover machine. I mean, when you go back and look at majority of Coach Hugh Freeze's quarterbacks, they turn the ball over. I mean, that's just the nature of the offense sometimes. They just turn the ball over because the thing is about it, he wants to take at least two shots per game. I mean, two shots per quarter is what he wants to do. You know, when the 7-man shot play is what he want to do. He wants to take at least two of those per quarter. Go ahead.
Is it the shots per game, or is it that 1/3 of the field philosophy that increases the turnover of the quarterback?
Who knows? I don't know. I've heard of half field reads and things and stuff like that. I've heard of that. I've heard of full field reads when you go through your progressions.
Exactly. I've never heard breakdown in 1/3.
I've never heard of third because, like, I've heard of thirds when you talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Yes, exactly.
In cover 3, everybody, if you go in deep thirds of the field, that makes sense. You know, especially if you got one high safety look and you got 2 corners bailing back. They've all got a third of the field. But man, and maybe if you apply to the offensive side of the ball, maybe he's saying outside the hash,
outside, middle, and outside. That's exactly what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
I understand it, but
that's what Aaron Murray referenced in the snaps is, like, you know, outside, middle, and other outside, and he was saying, like, you know, you could divide it up into thirds, and he was like, sometimes, bro, right side hash, that everything over there is dead. That's not
based on what the pre-snap read is. Is what he's saying, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this, and we're gonna get out of here, man. Your thought? Did Auburn position themselves to kind of fly under the radar, and with Coach Hugh Freeze coming up, or is the noise going to get louder now because of what happened at SEC Media Days today? Is the expectations going to grow even more, and does that 7.5 number jump higher? Like, I mean, because now what we have to do now is we have to flip the script from off-season things, from the off-season conversation about recruiting and everything, and now we have to look at what this team is compared to what our roster is compared to what our schedule is, and actually look at it and see how we stack up against everybody moving forward. So it is what it is. So what are y'all thoughts on that?
I think he just increased the pressure on himself by making a statement. When he said, especially when he said we should be in the playoff conversation, he was like, man, our roster is comparable to a UGA roster. You know what I'm saying? It's like he just put pressure on himself and put pressure on the team, which, he said he embraces. So, yes, I don't think he's flying under the radar at all, bro. Because in that first game, if he light Baylor up, bro, it ain't – everybody already expecting it. Everybody's already expecting it, bro. So when it happened, it's going to be like – Kirby Smart has even been saying it, man. He's been saying, okay, man, y'all taking, Hugh Freeze and Auburn for granted. He was like, when this dude is getting his guys in, and when he get his guys in, we're going to have problems with them. Kirby Smart is even like trying to massage his fan base that if this guy stays there and he keeps recruiting the way he's recruiting, these not going to be easy wins anymore. So I trust what Kirby Smart's saying.
Marcus, your thoughts before we get out of here?
Are we saying when we speak on press, are we just talking about from our fan base, or we just...
No, just overall. Like, however you want to look at it, overall, from our fan base, from your perspective, what you think?
From the expectation from our fan base is set. Like, the seat is on fire for him. If he lose, he out. In our opinion, you know what I'm saying? He got to win from our fan base. Overall, Stan, I think overall people have what they already see Auburn being, and SEC Media, they didn't change that. I think, a lot of people around the country considers Auburn to be a top 25 team this year, just off roster alone. So I think it didn't boost or drop expectations for Auburn. But for us, as Auburn fans, we're a playoff team. And you put the seat, you made the seat hotter than what it got to be for yourself, because now you agreeing with us that we see playoffs in our future. So if you don't produce, it's on you. We all going to say, you did not do it as a coach.
I ask you this. No, I'm gonna ask this question because when I'm a person like to look at words too. Playoff contention, saying you should be in playoff contention and being in the conversation for playoff contention are literally two different things. That is two different things. Because if you in playoff contention, you basically saying you're gonna be a 10-win team, 9-10-win team. But if you're saying you're going to be in the conversation of, I think somebody on TV said it today best. They was like, you look at Texas A&M last year. Texas A&M was in the conversation to be in playoff contention. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to get out of here, but guess who dropped in with us? I got Auburn. Tez is in the chat. What up, Tez? Tez, up there before we jumped out. What up, Tez?
What's happening, man? I was just popping in, man. I just got off of sharpshooters. I wanted to be here a little earlier, man, but I see I'm a little bit too late.
Tez, give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts on media days with Hugh Freeze. What you thought, and things and stuff like that. Did the pressure? What is the pressure now mounted even more on old Coach Hugh Freeze over there at Auburn now? Are there more expectations on him, basically saying that he would like another year of recruiting, but because of what's in the building now, he expects that Auburn to be in the conversation for the college football playoff at the end of the season? What's your thoughts on that, Tez, before we get up out of here?
I like it all. I had my confidence level before media days has risen after media days. I love the fact that he mentioned college football playoff. As a coach that I think that has been perfectly honest with us, somewhat honest with us throughout his tenure. I think it's nice to hear him speak with confidence, right? The past couple of years has been, we need recruiting classes. We need this, we need that. This year, despite everything that's going on, man,
What's up, Crimson Dad? What's up, Crimson Dad? Appreciate you coming around the water cooler with us. What's up, Crimson Dad?
What's up,
yeah, he was very confident, man, in Auburn's ability to make the college football playoff with the talent that he had on his roster. Yeah, I love what Jackson Arnold said. Cam Coleman calling him at 8:30 at night, wanting to throw passes. He basically said that, yeah, man, I got to rest my arm. They want him to throw so much that his arm is tired. I love it. I love everything I heard about that. Now it's just time to get in the fall camp, and I need to hear some results. I'm ready for Friday night in Waco, Texas. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and remember,
and Marcus, I got a special message, Marcus, for you to advance the league.
Advance the league, Marcus. Advance the league.
Hey,
advance the league.
Everybody here put you on blast, man. Just like that. Just like that.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Advance the league, Marcus.
We're ready for the next one. Man, yeah, man. It's gonna be this potentially could be one of those special seasons for Auburn. It potentially can be, man. So we're gonna be on the lookout for it, man. And we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. DC,
what up?
Tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, man, you find me at Auburn_Addicts on all platforms, at Auburn_Addicts TV on YouTube, man. Y'all check us out, man. We dropping on Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. We doing full simulations of the Auburn season up until the season, 2 games a week, man. Check it out, man.
Tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
Man, you can find me at It's SEC Season on YouTube and on Twitter, and my personal page is Codename Tez, and also you can find me here.
That's what's
the
up.
Xbox, Codename Tez. If you want to run a couple games, it's Codename Tez. Look me up, send me a like, send me a friend request. We can get it in.
That's what's up.
Hey, man, make sure y'all go follow our guy Tight Sports at Alabama Football Megacast on YouTube, man. Go over there and subscribe to his channel. The Avengers of YouTube, everybody, man. Make sure y'all go follow our guy, Dustin, over at the Uptempo Podcast. He was at SEC Media Days this week. I don't know if he's still there. I don't know if he's still there, and I don't know if he left after today or not. But Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast, go check him out over there. Sharpshooter Sports Talk on YouTube. Make sure you go over there and check out Sharp over there as well, man. I got Vandy Chris over at the Golden Broom Podcast, man. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. Bubba and the old man, Auburn Sports Talk, man. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe over there to their channel as well. And of course, I got the legend of Sweet Sugar Bell Williams himself, Huggy Beard.
Y'all go check out my boy Huggy with the freestyle, dog.
Yeah, go check him out on YouTube, and make sure on Facebook y'all go follow him and friend him on Facebook at Huggy Beard on Facebook and at Bubba Hyde on Facebook as well, man. So make sure y'all go over there and check him out over there as well, man. We appreciate that, man. And as well for us, man, make sure y'all follow us on Facebook at Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23, man. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and go live. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. As always, man, we appreciate y'all so much. Let me see. We got some comments in here. Be Sharp in the comments, making a lot of noise, saying a lot of curse words. Ed Darby in here, man. What's going on? Everybody saying what's up. Crimson Dad, man, appreciate you, Crimson Dad. I know that I think that's a Alabama fan. I'm just gonna go by the Crimson, but appreciate you coming around the water cooler and rocking it with us. We do talk SEC's talk over here, and of course, you know we talk that Auburn talk over here as well, man. Nick, have you got a chance to watch the video? I have not, Huggy. I have not got a chance to watch the video. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get off, and I'm gonna go watch it because I think Marcus told me it was on YouTube, so I'm gonna go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched it
tonight. I'm gonna go watch it tonight, man. Shout out to Bubba, man. Sharp in here saying what's up, man. Shout out to all the icy cold players around the water cooler as always, man. Yeah, follow them before me. Much better. Nah, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow Huggy Beard as well, man.
That's the way I feel, Huggy. Follow them for you. It's much better.
All right, man. We'll be back, man. We're gonna give you a recap of day 3 of SEC Media Days tomorrow. Tomorrow on the podium is going to be, which is Wednesday. You have Alabama. Kalen DeBoer will be there. Billy Napier from Florida. Brent Venables from Oklahoma. And Jeff Levy from Mississippi State, man. So tomorrow should be an interesting day as well. So we're going to get to it as well, man. All right, man. As always, before we get up out of here, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. Ladies and gentlemen, and until tomorrow, back around the water cooler, man, we will see you then. It is one love, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? We are out this mug. I holla. Peace. We out. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.